Today, we're getting into the latest Rivian news, including the newly updated Rivian mobile app 2.0, Rivian announcing a huge solar project, and plenty more, so let's get into it. First up today, Rivian states the next evolution of our mobile app is here. Version 2.0 of the app is a redesign that is claimed to make it easier to access all of the features you would use the most with your Rivian vehicle. Rivian wants you to be able to just glance at your vehicle's data to stay up to date and take action the moment you need to, whether that's checking in on charging progress or changing the cabin temperature. Just from the short video Rivian shared, it looks like there's more visibility with icons displayed at the top right of the screen, but why do I still have to pull down on the screen to see more contextual information? There is enough screen real estate where all of the important information should be easily digestible on the screen without any need to physically touch the phone. Now, with that said, Rivian states that their goal for the redesign was to make things simple. Rivian states, "We wanted to minimize time spent looking for things in the app so our owners can get back out there. My only criticism is they seem to oversimplify too much, taking away the information that I want to see at a glance, the actual numbers." Rivian's argument to this is that their new status icons give you an indication of what's happening with your vehicle instantly, informing you on what your vehicle is doing, if it's preconditioning the interior, or if there's new software update available. But you do have to pull down and swipe through to view more information. Now, this could mean 3 touches to the screen before you even change the controls, which is my main complaint. Now, below your vehicle, right next to the lock and unlock button, you'll find access to controls for the hood, gear tunnel, R1T tailgate, R1S liftgate, windows, and the gear guard alarm. Rivian notes that this release incorporates 1.5 years of user feedback and internal learnings, which I do feel is an improvement, but I'm not sure it's exactly where it needs to be. Now, please leave a comment down below on how you feel about the app design. What would you have changed to make it better? All right, next up, Rivian sees their first graduates from their trades program out of Long Beach Community College. Now, Rivian has partnered with the higher learning institutions across the country to develop technical trade programs for the next generation of EV technicians. As automotive technology becomes more sophisticated and tech-oriented, Rivian is preparing students with the skills and hands-on experience to grow their careers within field service at Rivian, which may also translate to other EV vehicles as well. The 5-month program helps to teach technicians in training the latest electric vehicle technologies, both inside the classroom, and helps to put those theories into practice with hands-on trainings. I think that this is a great initiative by Rivian that helps create new jobs for those interested in the vehicles. It's also important to understand that the automotive industry is changing, and along with that comes a new set of skills that you need to have in order to work with the incredibly tech-heavy vehicles, as well as the safety training required for servicing the batteries. Next up, Rivian announced a renewable power project in collaboration with Bright Night and the Nature Conservancy. The $1 billion investment is located on the Starfire mine in eastern Kentucky. It will be the largest conversion of a former coal mining site to a solar project in the United States, bringing reliable energy to local communities and enabling widespread electrification that is powered by responsible and clean energy. Now, the first phase of the project will power more than 450 million miles of driving for Rivian vehicles every year. Bright Night will provide 100 megawatts of solar power through a power purchase agreement from phase 1 of its 4-phase 800 megawatt solar project. Now, RJ states, shifting our energy system to carbon neutrality goes beyond electrifying the roughly 1.5 billion vehicles in the global fleet. We must also support the decarbonization of our grid and responsible deployment of renewable energy. As someone who is following Rivian closely, I'm extremely happy that they are going beyond just producing EVs, but also investing in more renewable energy to power those EVs. And lastly, Rivian has joined over 100 companies in support of public lands rule, now under consideration by the Bureau of Land Management. The proposed rule would put conservation and recreation on an equal footing with other uses, such as grazing and development. This would protect multiple uses while promoting the protection and restoration of public land for future generations. It also helps another rule to better enable renewable energy development on BLM land, which Rivian supports as well. Chief Sustainability Officer of Rivian states, "Public lands make up much of the landscapes America is renowned for. The environments that inspire hundreds of millions of visitors annually, serve as habitats for thousands of species, and inspire our sense of adventure. As part of our mission to keep the world adventurous forever, Rivian stands alongside many diverse voices in supporting the BLM's proposed public lands rule and rebalancing land use priorities by codifying conservation as one of the formal uses for our public lands." Again, I'm happy to see Rivian putting their money where their mouth is and continuing to truly try to make a difference within the community, but also with protecting and restoring public lands for those to come. That is all the latest Rivian news for today. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more Rivian updates. And in the meantime, if you missed last week's news about Rivian delivering Amazon vans to Europe, click the thumbnail right here. All right, thank you so much for watching, and remember that adventure is always out there.